Alright, this is Project 3, the sneak game. First, just to show off the organization, I have the full game here. And then each of the windscreens have their own canvas, or windscreen, start screen, lose screen. And then under game screen, you got everything in canvas for the world space, canvas for the screen space, the environment, and the enemies, the chickens. And then over here I have folders for fonts, prefabs, scenes, scripts, and sprites. Then into the code just to show that I have comments, decent amount of green text. Oh yeah, back in the inspector real quick just to show that for the screen space canvas I did set it to scale with screen size. Now back into the code real quick to show off where raycast distance, angle, and the controller pawn is. So I guess start with the base pawn and base controller. There's the base pawn class. It has all the virtual functions for the player. I didn't make the pawn for the chicken. I just made it for the player. I ran out of time. And then the base controller, which just picks up the base pawn component. Shows that the player controller is inheriting from base controller, and the player pawn is also inheriting from base pawn. And then for the raycasting, the angles and the distance, it mainly comes from the AI sense. Yeah, so raycast is right here. If it's in its field of view, which shows the vector 3 angle, if it's in its field of view, then it'll send out a raycast, which if it hits a collider and that collider is from the target or the player, then it's able to see the player. And then let's see, oh well, here's an example of distance. For distance, it'll calculate the distance between the target's position and the chicken's position, and this one's for volume. So if that is less than its current volume and the hearing distance, then the chicken hears the player. And I think that's everything for code and inspector, so just time to jump into the game. So for the screen canvas, this is basically everything here. Here's text. I found a font online somewhere. I'll put where it is in the comments or the readme. And then for the art, this was found on the player was found on OpenArt, the egg was found on OpenArt, and the chicken was made by an art student, Desiree. And then the coop and the background, the grass, that was made by me, as the quality has gone down. I have the buttons, so they change color when they're highlighted, and then they go a little darker when you press down on them. I guess just to show quit real quick. So the quit button works. Let's back up. Start it. Alright, and also the barn rooftops were made by me. Okay, so the world space canvas, once I get one of these chickens to chase me, that's the exclamation points. Once they pop up, it's once they're chasing you, I have them pop up, and that's the world space. So right now they're chasing me, so that shows that the AI sense of vision works. And when I get away from him, the give up distance was too big, so he went back home. Now try to get close but not be seen, so he'll turn around. He hears me, so he's turning around looking for me. And then he saw me again, so he's after. And he goes back home. Oh, I'm getting chase my one. So another thing for this screen space and a little bit of extra is right down at the bottom, the little UI. Right now it shows 3 little sprites. That means I have 3 lives. If I get hit by a chicken, then I only got 2 left. And for how many eggs I collect, which is the objective to get all 4, it keeps filling up when I get a new one. 3. Oh, and also, I don't know if the recording's picking this up, but I went into Audacity and made a quick little box sound, and the chickens are saying it every 2 seconds while they're chasing me. Okay, so I collected all 4 and I didn't die, so I get the win screen. Again, there's canvas text and the canvas buttons. Main menu will take you back to the start. Restart will take you back into the game, and quit will quit again. So restart just so I can show the lose screen, and I made it so the lives reset back again and the eggs reset back, so they're completely gone, but they're back into the cubes. Now just to show a lose screen, get hit by the chicken 3 times. And there's the lose screen. Same thing, I can go back to the main menu, I can restart or I can quit. I guess this time I'll show going back to the main menu. Oh, what other things? I guess just for extra, those little bits of phone art, just the background, the cube, and the rooftops. The bottom UI was, I guess, a little extra for me, since all I had to do was do the buttons and text, and then the one world space for the AI. And then the only other thing is for my movement, I got a Q and E, just the strafe. And to end this video, I still have escape working so I can get out of the game quick. And that's all for Project 3.